This is my final video journal for 15. Question is, why is it important for athletic trainers to know about basic healthcare illnesses and diseases? Um, First, I think it's good to know in general, just because it's kind of, sorry, I think no hacks. I think that they're important to know about because it's good to have a baseline knowledge as is, like a normal human. It's always a nice little flex, nice little piece of nugget of knowledge to have. Somebody's talking about it, and you're like, hey, actually, But I think for athletic trainers specifically, it's good because athletes, I would say maybe a little biased, but I'd say athletes in general. If you think about people that are more like gonna push through the pain, gonna like not complain as much or like think it's minor when it's like hurts more severely, I think athletes in general are the people that are gonna do that because they're already used to suffering in training and getting minor injuries and things here and there and tweaks and things that hurt for weeks or that hurt for a second and then never hurt again. Um, so I think it's important to be able to recognize in your athletes, hey, is this soreness? Is this an injury that's going to go away in a week? Do they need to take it light? Or is this something that could be leading up to a bigger problem or could be signs of a bigger problem? Whether that be injury or bodily wise. Like when you know, I know the look that I forget what his name is, but the person that trains our professional fighters, I think it would just be an athletic trainer, but specifically for fighting. When one of the guys tells him, hey, I have had a cough since Tuesday, he's like, oh, and he has a whole checklist of things to go through because, I'm sure the second he hears that, he goes through a mental thing of like, it could be this and this, and then he asks questions to the deductor. He's like, all right, when did you get the cough? What type of cough is it? Like, have you been sick recently? Your lymph nodes swollen? Asks all those different things, and then he's like, all right, gives him a little final thing, and he does that in like 5 minutes, and it's cool to me because they're showing years of experience in a few minutes of talking, and you can tell even though you can't see what they're thinking, you see that they are thinking. You kind of see the thought process. So I think it's good for them to know because you got to be able to notice in athletes. It's good to be able to both notice and be able to actually know when they tell you and be able to be like, hey, I've seen these symptoms actually before in a list for a disease. Um, yeah, I'd say it's important overall as well for longevity purposes. You obviously, if your athlete does have a disease, you want to get them off the mats, off the training, and get them cured up. I mean, not cured, but depending on what it is, fixed up, do whatever you need to get done, and then get them back in there so that you can continue your skill development. You don't want it to be something you push under the table and then it turns out it's actually a really big problem or you have to have a surgery now because of it when you could have avoided it from having, a change in diet, just avoiding one specific exercise or one, thing that really causes it to be a problem. But I think about all for this one. Had a good class, and yeah, it's my video journal 15.